Buenos Aires, amigos, amigas, from just off the shore of Lake Chapala in San Nicolas de Ibarra. We're with a lady, she's a friend of ours. She does volunteer work, she helps people, she helps women. She's an amazing person. And I want to just say, 4 months ago, she was in another channel on YouTube. There's a truck coming, so we want to pause for a second. But she was on the Mexico relocation guide. I saw that interview, and knowing her, I said, come on, do an interview with this channel. And we finally found some time. And I'm here with Sunshine Johnson. And she's going to tell us more about herself and what she does here in the Lakeside area. She volunteers, she helps women, she's got a core of women that she helps, and she does a lot of other things. So go ahead, Sunshine.
Well, I've been in Mexico now for about 2.5 years. I came here from Albuquerque, New Mexico. I was born in New Jersey, and I haven't lived in New Jersey since 2003. I moved to North Carolina to raise my children. And then to Albuquerque, New Mexico for a lot of years, and now I'm here in San Nicolas, in Mexico. What can I say about Mexico? It's the most wonderful place I've ever lived. I've never had a sense of community like I have here. And the Mexican people have welcomed me here and into their community, and I feel welcome and not tolerated like I was when I was living in the States. Now, in saying that, I am happy that I grew up in the United States. Otherwise, I wouldn't have been able to live in Mexico because I took my retirement and I moved here. And so, thank you for joining this YouTube video, and let's talk.
Yeah, let's go ahead. She asked me, "Are you going to ask me questions?"
Yes,
and I said,
please.
"Okay, I'll ask you a few." And, okay, you love and enjoy life here.
Yes.
And I see her quite a bit. I've known her for a long time.
Yes.
I've seen you on the bus.
Yes.
We were coming back, or you were coming back from Ajijic. You go to Ajijic sometimes. We saw you at Scallions.
Every other day.
Well, oh, really? Well, yeah. And we saw you at Scallions, you and your women friends, and also see you at the American Legion, El Patio, different places, and she's out there having fun. And I'm telling you, now she also serves the community here, and that's important. But she's going to be able to talk now about whatever she wants to talk about. I want to say too, we'll talk about the karaoke and the other stuff. You go ahead and talk about all that stuff, whatever you want to talk about.
Well, I came to Mexico after just got really bummed out about my job. I've been working for 50 years, and my last job I was working in Albuquerque with the school system there, and I just got fed up with the politics of everything. And so, we're not talking about politics, but with the politics of everything. So I packed my suitcase. What I couldn't sell, I gave away. And I packed 3 suitcases and I was off to Mexico. And the reason why I came to Mexico, I wanted to live in a Latin-speaking country. And the best way for me to do that without being too far away from the United States and my family who lives in Virginia was to move here. I have access to the Guadalajara airport, which is about 45 minutes, maybe to an hour, depending on the traffic, into Guadalajara to get to the airport. And my flight to Virginia, where my family lives, is about 4 hours, 4.5 hours tops. So I came and got my teaching certification to teach English, and basically haven't taught a class yet. I'm doing retirement really well. Ding, ding.
She does, I'm telling you, you guys see her, meet her. She's very great, she's good company to a lot of us expats here and the Mexican residents. She associates with Mexican residents too.
So I'm gonna put my sunglasses back on. I just wanted you guys to see me because I'm sitting in the sun and I don't want to keep squinting.
Yeah, no, she chose this place though. She chose to sit outside here, buddy. That's cool. Because you want to tell us about your backyard and your front yard.
Okay, behind me is what I consider my front yard, which is the lake. And this is a farming community. About 6,000 Mexican residents live here. And we have the cows, the horses in front of me, and behind me rather. And behind me, the way Chris has positioned me to sit so I could get the sun and the light, are the real mountains back there.
The bigger mountains.
The bigger mountains. Because we have mountains right here too.
They're all big, but you'll see them. You have a better view of the mountains this way.
Behind me is larger mountains as well.
And that's your backyard.
That's what I consider my backyard.
Yeah.
This is my front yard right here.
Yeah,
so
we're talking about that.
Yeah. And I walk down to the lake. There's a path right here behind me that goes all the way to the lake, and I go there every evening around 6:30 to just have some time with me. I love me now.
Okay.
So
yeah,
yes.
keep going.
So I'm enjoying living here, and I am just overwhelmed at the beauty of Mexico. That's the first thing. And I've been to several other cities on tour during touring buses, and I've visited Mexico City. I lived in Guadalajara. I've lived in Zapopan. I've lived in not Jocotepec, Chapala, and several other cities in Mexico since I've been here 2.5 years. Beautiful place to be.
So you had an opportunity to move around. Now, you did mention you and your lady friends went on a tour bus over, or you were on the same tour bus.
Yes.
Not at the same time, of course. Mine was years ago, but you went to Cuernavaca. And you want to tell us a little bit about that trip?
Last September, we went to Cuernavaca to stay in an Airbnb because we wanted to visit Mexico City. So our villa was actually in Cuernavaca. We had a 5-bedroom, 5-bathroom villa. Oh, it was the most wonderful time. And we took the bus from Cuernavaca to Mexico City the next day because we were so tired when we got there. Even though we were able to sleep on the buses are truly luxury buses. You can lay your chair back, you have internet, you have television. We packed food, although we were riding at 11 o'clock at night, and we didn't get there till 6:30 that next morning. But we were well rested, but still a little bit tired. And we toured Mexico City, and we went to the hotel where they filmed one of James Bond movies, Spectre.
Yeah. You were telling me about that.
Oh my gosh. It was such a wonderful experience to be in that hotel because they still had pictures and all the other memorabilia from the movie. And so that evening we went upstairs to there's a restaurant on the top floor which gave you a 180-degree view of the plaza in Mexico City.
Whoa.
And there was some celebration going on that week, and that plaza was, I mean, you couldn't even see the ground. It was so many people, but it was just wonderful being there. And when we got upstairs to the restaurant, the manager welcomed us, and he called us family. I mean, I wanted to cry because he said, you ladies are my family. And next time you come back, just make sure you look me up. And they were just wonderful. The whole staff of that restaurant were just wonderful people, and we enjoyed it and so much. So I plan to travel to some other places in Mexico because that's basically as far as I want to go, throughout Mexico to travel and just see different cities. And I think it's a wonderful experience for me.
Yeah. Now, in addition to that, you were talking about how you go walk every night or the mornings, right there behind you.
Yes.
And, you want to tell us a little bit about that?
There's a road that leads down actually to the lake, and it only takes me like 5 minutes to walk down there from my house because my house is behind Chris to my left and his right. Anyway, we're we're filming from the gelato.
Yes, the gelato. If I didn't mention it, we're at the Gelato Italia Gelato what do you call it? It would be a store off the road stand here,
Yes.
and they have great gelato.
Yes.
We each had. Can I say how many gelatos we had?
I had 2. I'm ashamed.
Okay, and I had 2 too. But we were talking with some Mexican residents, a pastor
Yes, and his wife.
and his wife, and
Yes.
his brother lives here,
Yes.
and his brother has a YouTube channel.
Yes, as
his
well.
brother's coming here in October or something. So it's amazing because his brother comments, and the pastor,
Wow.
he said he watched my channel.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
So it was wonderful meeting them, and we just had a great conversation. And they're leaving tomorrow back to the States for a little while, and then they'll be back and we'll connect again. But I have met so many wonderful people here. Again, I'm gonna say this one more time. I have been welcomed into this community like I've never been welcomed in any community growing up, but the people here have welcomed me and not tolerated me. And I'm just so grateful.
Yeah.
Thankful.
Yeah, and very inviting,
Yes.
accepting.
Yes. Accepting.
Warm.
Yes.
They anticipate your needs. You don't even have to ask sometimes, you know? 'Cause
No.
They're there, right there, assisting.
They're right here because, again, this is a small village, and the Mexican people here, again, have welcomed me. And they help me because I'm willing to learn the language, and what better way to learn a second language other than immersing yourself in the culture. So that's the other reason why I'm out here. Far from the central area, but I'm on a bus stop, so I can take the bus and be in Chapala in like 15 minutes.
Yeah, and you go to Chipao about every other day.
Every other day.
So,
Yes.
now I want to, let's see, what else are we going to talk about? Your work, your volunteer work and things
Yes.
you do for the women and helping people out at the
Yes.
American Legion
Yes.
here in Chapao. You want to talk about that?
Well, I became a chaplain for the Legion because that's my background. When I lived in the States, I've been a chaplain since 2006. I'm a trauma chaplain. I've worked volunteered rather, for the Albuquerque Police Department and also the University of New Mexico Hospital, where I got my credentials to be a pastoral care chaplain and a crisis intervention chaplain, trauma chaplain. So that's basically what I'm doing here, is to help people get through grief and loss the best way that I know how to do that. Because there's a lot of trauma in people's lives, even here, as well as everywhere else around the world.
Exactly.
So it's a very rewarding place for me to be. And so that's why I love living here, because I can go out to that lake, which I do every evening at 6:30, and just have time for me.
And enjoy that
And enjoy the
beautiful
view.
sunset.
Chris, that is absolutely true. I enjoy the sunsets and the lake.
Sunrises?
No, I'm not up that early. I'm not a morning person.
Okay. That's okay.
I tell my friends, like yesterday I had an appointment and my friend came down at 8:30 in the morning and I was still sleeping. And we had to go to Chapala. So I got up and I went, but working 50 years of my life plus, I have the right to sleep in. And I don't want to get up unless I want to.
That's right. It's a good thing about being retired. We can get up whenever we want.
Again, I'm doing retirement really well.
Yeah.
And the most awesome thing for me is that my family has supported me every step of the way. They support me in prayer, they support me financially, and I'm just so grateful for that. I was a single parent for 26 years, and you know, as parents, we make the sacrifices, which to me wasn't a sacrifice because I brought them into this world and I needed to take care of my children, you know, so I did what I needed to do, and I guess this is, you know, somewhat of a reward that they support me the way they do. And they're not old enough to retire, but I wish they could be here.
Yeah, it would be
This is a
nice.
different world than the one I grew up in.
Oh, you're not kidding.
Yes.
You're not kidding.
Yes.
And so let's see. I want to also talk about your singing. Oh my
Oh my gosh.
This woman sings at the karaoke's on Thursdays, 3 p.m. at the karaoke's. Now, I would just mention real quick, you can see the taxis running back there. You want to talk about that?
Yes.
How you get your service
Yes.
sometimes. But she sings, and I recorded a video of her. I uploaded it, and for some reason it came up as copyright claim in YouTube. So, but I still had that video, and I showed it to her before I uploaded it.
Yeah.
She sounds like a professional singer. Yeah, I mean, really. And but go ahead, tell us about the karaoke.
Well, we go to karaoke. I'm a member of the American Legion, so they have karaoke every Thursday night from 3 till 6 o'clock.
And you know what? That's for everybody. They don't have to be a member.
Right. It's for the American veterans that live here in the Chapala area.
Right.
So they come and hang out. These people are retired as well, and they're living their best lives right now because we get there and we fellowship, we eat together, we drink together. I like tea. And just enjoy just being together as retired people. But karaoke is awesome. Karaoke is not for professional singers, and I'm not a professional singer. My mom was. I used to sing with my mom. But anyway, I remember those days, and so it just brings back memories for me of, I thank God for the gift, even though I'm not a professional singer, but I can croon a little bit. But we have fun. Come out and join us on Thursday nights at the American Legion.
With 3 p.m., right?
From 3 to 6.
Yeah, I go there a lot.
Yes, you do.
It was had it 1 week, it was 2, but it went back to 3.
Yes.
And Mexican residents run it, and Mexican residents, of course, are all welcome.
Yes.
You don't have to become a member.
Yes.
Everyone is treated equally, no matter if you're a Mexican resident or you're from any part of the world. Everybody is treated as equals.
Yes.
And we do
and welcomed.
And welcome.
And that's why I love going there, because it gives me an opportunity to just be with other people. Because I was staying home a lot, and my sons told me, "Mother, you can't meet people staying in the house." So I'm getting out a little bit more now than I used to, but I have my days when I just like to stay home and regroup. This is
a great place now. We're seeing a lot of cars, buses, taxis, trucks going through here because it's around 4 o'clock.
Yes.
But it does get quiet, really quiet on this highway, and you get out there and take those walks at night.
Yes. Well, this is a major thoroughfare. This road from Chapala all the way through to Mezcala.
You've been to Mezcala too.
I did. I got on the bus with a friend of mine, and she and I wanted to go to see where the buses would end, and it ended in Mezcala. And so the bus driver, when we got there, he had to get off the bus, and he took us around to little places, and it was awesome. And we met another gentleman on the bus who paid our bus fare to come back to Chapala.
Wow.
And you talk about the kindness of strangers. Since I've been here, I'm getting ready to launch a whole YouTube channel on the kindness of strangers.
I want to see that one.
I'm not competing with you, Chris.
No. You're my kind of people.
Okay.
Nobody competes here in YouTube.
Yeah.
No one competes in YouTube. But you're my kind of people. I want to see their channel.
Yes.
Now, I want to touch before we finish this.
Yes.
You're getting back and forth now. In this town, you're going to see in the background frequent a lot of buses. You went to Mezcala. I've been there. Uploaded some videos last week or a couple weeks ago from there. But you catch some buses and you get taxis, and you're right here outside of your front door.
Yes. I realized that I don't need a car here because there's too much ability to have transportation. And so I have a stack about that thick of cards from drivers, from Uber drivers to local people. There's a taxi driver who lives right next door to me. So I'll call him, or I'll call another driver to basically bring me home. When I want to go, unless I want to go into a Chapala and I need to be there in a hurry, I'll call a driver. Other than that, I'll take a driver to bring me home. so that way I can hang out on Fridays for salsa, Thursdays for karaoke.
Yes,
and
indeed.
I love to dance salsa too.
Yeah, and she does it. She attends the Cuban concerts by
Yeah. Tito Gonzalez.
Yeah, I saw her at
Yes.
those too. I
Yes.
see her all around town.
Yes, yes. So I'm just enjoying my life here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tito, let's give a plug for Tito.
Yes.
Tito Gonzalez.
Yes.
And I've done videos, of course, of a lot of his shows.
Yes.
Now, what did I want? I was thinking, but so you're getting taxis, you got a lot of service here and everything. So you got a core of women that you have here, you help, and you're helping at the American Legion, helping a lot of people. She's a good friend. Oh, I know what I want to mention. Maybe it's too late in the video, but we talk also, we run into each other at the 24-hour coffee, the restaurant. Chipotle,
Yeah, La Hora.
Yeah, at 24-hour coffee, and they have it's a good restaurant. That's where a lot of expats and Mexican residents we mingle and mix together.
Yes.
So, yeah, it's a great place. I want to say that.
I've met a lot of great people in La Hora Coffee Cafe, and when I come down there, there's always somebody I'll sit and talk with, or if I have to be somewhere, I'll walk by and say hi, and keep moving to wherever it is I need to go. But it's a great place to, I'm not a coffee drinker, so.
But you can eat there,
But
relax.
you can eat, they have great food.
Great
and
service,
yes,
too, yeah.
and good service. The staff there is really nice people. Yes.
Yeah, okay. So I think my phone, I might run out of charge.
Okay.
And
we'll do this again.
And we'll do this again. And I think we already talked about, we're going to do another video sometime. You're going to take us for a walk along the Lake Chapala behind us, show us about the montañas, the mountains, montaños, the Lago Chapala.
Yes.
And you're going to explain and tell us about some of the things that you like to see.
Why I go down there every evening at 6:30. So
beautiful sunsets, of course.
Yes. I would like to help people come to Mexico that want to visit here or are even thinking about moving. It's a great place to be. You can contact me on my Facebook page, which is Sunshine Johnson, and I look like my picture. See? So reach me out to me there, and then I'll give you my phone number.
Okay, and I want to say thanks because I want to catch this. I don't want the phone to run out of charge. Thank you very much for this in-depth interview, shedding a lot of light on retirement in Mexico and the things you do here.
Yes.
And I'll say thanks. And I want to mention also to people you want to say, because we do know they have Spanish classes available for the expats.
Yes.
And there's also English classes for the Mexican residents.
Yes. I'm not teaching English right now, but there's Cambio at the Legion on, I believe, on Tuesdays or Friday. And then there's Spanish lessons going on at the American Legion as well. So if you contact me via Facebook, then I'll give you other information to contact me. So if you're watching this video and again, you'd like to get in touch with me, please reach out to me on Facebook and I will make sure that I contact you. The one thing I ask is that please don't just walk up on me because I'm not used to that. And people have approached me just there and it kind of freaks me out.
So you want them to call you or get in touch, not call you.
On Facebook first.
Get a hold of you on your Facebook.
Yes. Yes. And then I'll give you personal information like my phone number so you can contact me if you want to come out and visit it. We also do a meet and greet.
Okay.
At different places in Chapala.
So you guys get together, men and women.
Yes. Doesn't matter to me.
Okay. Well, thanks a lot for this interview.
Okay. Thank you, Chris.
It was quite a pleasure.
Yes.
And I really love every time I see you, I just hit the vibes, the
Okay.
good vibes from Sunshine.
Yeah.
So with that, thanks for viewing it. And adios, amigos.
Adios.
Okay, gracias.
You're welcome.
Thank you.